Hello everybody, my name is Jay and welcome to The Sensation. Here on the show, we'd like to take you guys on a journey to not just traditional Korean music, but more specifically, the Jangdan, which is the rhythm, the heartbeat of what makes traditional Korean music really pump in the blood, in your heart, and makes it that much more passionate. To help me instruct you guys, although I'm the one who really needs the instruction, is the ever so beautiful and talented Professor Yu. A big round of applause to welcome her, please.
Hi, nice to see you again. 반갑습니다.
You are looking beautiful as always.
감사합니다.
And next to Professor Yu, we have our resident pianist. He's got that $1 million smile. I look at him and he just makes me happy. Mr. Hong, welcome back.
안녕하세요.
Woo!
Good to see you again.
All right, to instruct us, we would need pupils, students, people who really are clueless with traditional Korean music. And you've got it in me and our two guests next to me. First up, for the first time on The Sensation, let's welcome Bianca Mobley. Hi.
Hi.
Next to Bianca, he's been here before and he's proven to be a professional already. He's giving me a run for my money. Enes, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Hello.
We have already established that Enes has a little background in traditional Korean music. The last time he was on the show, he did a little pansori. You know, he was already talking about picking up a new traditional Korean instrument to learn and master. But Bianca, you're new to the show. Are you new to traditional Korean music in general?
In general, yes, but I've definitely seen all the instruments and I've seen performances in New York. I've seen 가야금 performances in New York,
Yeah?
and just a couple of months ago, I saw a festival in Incheon and they were playing the haegum.
Yeah, exactly.
It looked like a little guitar,
A little
and
guitar.
everything was so like old-fashioned, and I'm very interested in it.
When after watching, you know, a lot of K-pop, which is prevalent these days, seeing something traditional like the traditional Korean instruments, the haegum, the kayagum, does it seem exotic to you, or does something about it seem more familiar and at home?
It seems somewhat exotic and somewhat more captivating, I
Yeah.
think, than just the K-pop group like singing and dancing. Like I'd rather see old-fashioned traditional performance.
Yeah, there is something about doing this show, I realize, something about traditional Korean music and watching it performed live that is, like you said, captivating. And it's so deeply rooted in our culture and history that you
Yeah.
can't help but be mesmerized by it, just
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
entranced
so.
by it. So it's good to have you on the show. I can't wait to test you and see what we're going to do today. And to test us once again is Professor Yu and Mr. Hong. Professor Yu, what instrument, or should I say, what rhythm will we be learning today?
네, 오늘 여러분과 함께 할 장단은요. 중중머리 장단이죠. 민속악 장단에 두루 쓰이는데요. 중중머리 장단하고요. 또 한 장단은 어떤 정형화된 틀에서 벗어난 장단이에요. 그래서 조금 어려울 수 있지만 그간 여러분들이 몇 주 동안 공부 많이 하셨죠. 그래서 언머리 장단이라고 하는 조금 일탈을 느낄 수 있는 장단인데요. 두 장단 함께 해보도록 하겠습니다.
All right, we're going to learn two different rhythms today. But to learn it, I think the best way really to start is to see it done professionally. Instead of, you know, the amateur sounds that we will be torturing you at home and our studio audience with, how about we first delve in with a professional performance?
준비된 음악은요, 검은고 산조입니다. 검은고 산조인데 그 음악을 검은고가 빠진 상태에서 가야금, 해금, 예, 그리고 대금, 거기다가 피아노까지 굉장히 독특한 앙상블로 이루어졌는데요. 이런 각각의 다른 악기들이 검은고 산조의 중중머리를 연주합니다. 그래서 여러분들은 이 음악을 들으시면서 중중머리의 템포, 속도, 그리고 그런 분위기들을 한번 느껴보시면 좋을 듯 합니다.
All right, you at home and those of you in the audience and us too, you've heard the professor. When we see the next performance, let's focus not just on hearing something that's beautiful and done by professionals, but listening to the individual sounds of the instruments. And it's a special treat because not only will we be seeing a performance with traditional Korean music and instruments, but also the piano as well, a Western instrument. So take notice and focus not just on the tempo, but on the feel and the vibe and the sound, and all of these different instruments coming together to make something extra beautiful. So on our stage here on The Sensation, for our first performance, please welcome the one and the only Park Kyung-hoon and the Arirang Ensemble. They will be playing the Joongjoongmori Jangdan Ensemble.
시작. 덩, 붕, 뼛속까지 혹시 국악인이 아닌가 싶은.
밟고 지나가는 게 있어요.
I have no idea what that means.
예, 자. 친구야 놀자, 다 같이 놀자.
You're a rapper. I did not. What an awesome performance. That was a performance of the Joongjoongmori Jangdan Ensemble played by Park Kyung-hoon and the Arirang Ensemble. Something that I've noticed is that the tempo is neither fast nor slow. Somewhere kind of in the middle where you can enjoy it easily, but at the same time, it's not so slow that it makes you sleepy. kind of.
네, 중중머리 장단이라고 하는 템포가 여러분들 그 몇 회 전에 우리가 국거리라고 하는 장단을 공부했을 거예요. 그 느낌과 사실은 가장 흡사해요. 국거리가 하나 둘 셋, 둘 둘 셋, 셋 둘 셋, 넷 둘 셋. 그닥 느리지 않은 템포예요. 느리지 않아서 약간의 흥겨움을 느낄 수 있는 그런 장단인데 중중머리도 마찬가지입니다. 중머리보다는 조금 빨리 몰아가는데요. 그래서 약간은 거뜬 조금은 흥겨울 수 있는 그런 장단이에요.
Does it sound familiar to you, Enes? I think it does.
Yeah,
I'm like
I-
answering
I-
it for you.
I just remember the name. It's the Joongmori, right?
Yeah,
I remember
Joongjoong today,
But the
Joong
thing
last
is, I
time.
want to learn. We learned Joongmori, right?
그렇죠,
And
예.
today we're learning Joongjoongmori. And how about next week we're gonna learn Joongjoongmori? Even
Smart
does it
question.
exist? Or
네,
what?
아니, 예,
That's a smart
맞습니다.
question.
굉장히 우리 반의 반장님이에요. 너무 열심히 잘해주고 있는데요. 말씀하신 것처럼 중머리가 중간 속도로 몰아가는 장단이거든요. 중중머리는 이 중간 속도로 몰아가는 장단을 조금 더 몰아라, 중중 몰아라. 그래서 중중머리가 되는 거예요. 그래서 우리가 배웠던 중머리보다는 조금 더 빨리 가는, 거뜬히 가는 그런 장단입니다.
For us, it's somewhat familiar. Bianca, watching the performance and paying close attention to the rhythm, since that's what the sensation is all about, the Jangdan, or traditional Korean rhythm. How does the rhythm kind of feel to you? Does it feel foreign and impossible, or do you think maybe you can kind of catch on to it?
It feels foreign but not impossible. So it feels like one of those, you know, Asian, ancient, like those Chinese movies with the butterflies.
Okay.
And
Very
it feels
exotic.
like that. Yeah, but then
Kind of
I'm
dreamy.
used to it, so it's not impossible.
Okay. I have high hopes for you too, because you're young. You're going to catch on real quick.
I hope
Yeah, this
so.
oldie but goodie is going to take a little while. All right, Professor Yu, I think we're ready.
네, 좋습니다. 자, 일단 장구를 한번 들어보세요, 여러분들. 어떤 느낌이신지 장단만 한번 들어보시면 되겠는데, 좀 전에 들으셨던 그 검은고 산조 중중머리죠. 딴다 딴다 따디다디 딴딴다 따리란단단 디디디디 따리란다 쿵다 쿵쿵 다 쿵쿵 다 쿵쿵 하나 둘셋 쿵쿵 다 쿵쿵 다 쿵쿵 예, 이런 장단입니다. 조금
I'm not
감을
catching. I'm sorry, I didn't catch anything.
어렵나요?
Yes.
네.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think we could, whoa, slow down for a
Right.
minute. And before we use the hands, maybe just vocally
예.
might be a little easier.
예, 구음으로 공부하기 전에 이 장단을 피아노로 한번 들어보세요. 그러면 이해가 더 빠르실 거예요. 우리 홍동희 선생님이 또
오케이.
피아노로 중중머리 쳐주실 거예요. 다 얼씨고.
One more time.
네. 다 얼씨고.
Okay. Accent on like the ninth.
네네.
Dun 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 dun.
네. 아니 근데 제가 조금 섭섭한 게
어.
장단으로 쳐드리니까 액센트가 어딘지도 모르시고 모르겠다 하시더니 우리 홍동희 선생님이 피아노를 치니까 액센트까지 우리 제이 씨가 딱 집어내고 우리
Professor Yu,
예,
please don't
갑자기,
feel bad.
예,
It's written right here.
빈정상했습니다.
It's written right here.
그렇습니까?
I have no
Don't worry,
idea.
I felt it. I knew you.
It's written
Don't
there.
worry.
알겠습니다.
But I do believe that I think hearing the rhythm on what is more familiar, a Western instrument, the piano, just gives it a little clarity for me personally. What about you, Bianca?
I think it definitely was a bit less confusing.
A
It
little
was
bit.
still hard to catch,
A little
but
hard to get. How about we try and catch it? Nobody's judging. With the two of you playing together, we'll just try and follow along.
그럴까요? 그러면 한번 들어보세요.
Dun, 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 dun.
다 얼씨고.
Professor Yu, you scared us with that last bit of variation.
네, 마지막 장단에서 제가 매즘 장단, 우리 홍동기 선생님한테 이제 끝내십시오 하고 제가 장구를 말을 했어요. 매즘 장단을 쳤더니 역시 선생님이 그냥 끝내셨는데요. 지금
sign.
사랑가
네,
하신
사랑가.
거죠?
네.
둥둥둥 대낭군 이게 중중머리거든요. 이걸 이제 피아노로 치셨어요. 이제 느끼기만 하면 안 되고 우리가 할 수 있어야 돼요. 그래야지 즐길 수 있습니다.
Yes.
이 장단을. 네.
Yes, we can.
구음으로 해야 되는데요.
Okay.
우리 여러분들 뭐 많은 시간을 통해서 구음은 이제 박사가 되셨을 거예요. 장구에서 쓰는 구음 아주 간단해요. 덩이라고 하는 구음은요. 오른손 왼손을 자 여러분들 손을 이렇게 들어주시고요.
Lift up your right
예.
and your left, and Professor Yu will instruct you on which hand pretty much says and what character they play in this rhythm. So
네.
here we go.
두 손을 얹어서요, 들어서요. 무릎을 힘껏 동시에 내려칠 때 덩이라고 하는 구음이 납니다. 덩. 자, 내리치시면서 덩 하시면 돼요. 시작. 덩. 시작.
덩. Louder now.
시작.
덩.
시작.
덩.
그렇죠. 이게 덩이라는 구음이고요. 그다음에 여러분들 왼손을 들어보세요. 왼손. 그렇죠.
left.
그렇죠. 왼손.
This is
우리는
right, this is
이쪽이죠.
left.
Yeah, your left.
자,
She was testing
왼손을
you.
내려치면서는 궁이라고 하는 소리가 납니다. 장구의 소리인데요. 왼손으로 이게 바로 궁이라는 소리예요. 자, 여러분들이 왼손 무릎을 힘껏 내려치시면서 궁 하시면 돼요. 시작. 궁. 시작. 궁. 그렇죠. 오른손으로 무릎을 치시면서는 따라고 하는 소리가 납니다. 따. 시작. 따. 시작. 따. 시작. 따. 그렇죠. 그러면은 함께 치는 소리를 뭐라고 한다고요?
덩.
그렇죠.
덩. Oh, you guys are smart.
왼손으로 치는 소리를
궁.
궁이죠, 궁. 오른손으로 치는 소리를
따.
그렇죠. 덩, 궁, 따. 이 중중머리가 요 세 소리로 이루어졌어요. 굉장히 간단하죠. 일단 그럼 덩, 궁, 따를 오른손, 왼손 훈련을 한번 해볼게요. 자, 헷갈리시면
Here we go.
안 돼요. 네. 시작.
덩, 궁, 따. 덩, 궁, 따. 덩, 궁, 따. 덩. Y'all are doing it. Looking beautiful.
궁, 따.
덩, 궁, 따. 덩, 궁, 따.
그렇죠. 예.
Bianca, you look very focused.
Yes, I'm focusing really hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do tung kung ta,
I
but if
also
we do it
focused.
backwards, I can't do it.
Backwards.
Tung kung ta.
덩.
Ta tung kung.
I don't think you'll
What
have to
was
do it
it?
backwards. You're okay. You're okay.
네, 좋습니다. 자, 덩쿵따 이 세 소리를 가지고 중중머리를 만들어 보면은요. 덩쿵따 쿵쿵따. 일단 반만 잘라 볼게요. 중중머리 장단에 반만 친 겁니다. 덩쿵따 쿵쿵따. 그렇죠. 여기까지만 해 볼까요? 시작.
덩쿵 따 쿵쿵 따.
아니, 오늘 왜 이렇게 잘하십니까? 미리 예습해 오셨어요?
The focus in this room is
네.
intense. It's good. It's
예.
good.
I've
제가
just
오늘
focused my laps.
Yeah.
예.
Yeah.
Me too.
The last time Ennis was here, I have to say, he so 열심히, so
Right.
adamantly
I
slapped
hit
his
myself
thighs.
so hard.
He had
I got my
bruises
bruise
on
on
his
my back.
So you at home,
You guys go
lightly.
easy.
Yeah, go easy on your thighs. Go easy on your thighs.
자, 좋습니다. 중중머리 반장단이 덩쿵 따 쿵쿵 따 여기까지였죠. 그다음 나머지 반장단은요. 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵 궁으로 끝나는 거예요. 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵. 자, 뒤에 반장단 쳐볼까요? 시작. 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵. 네, 궁이 왼편입니다. 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵. 시작. 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵. 그렇죠. 그러면 반장단을 이어보면은요. 앞뒤만 다르고 중간에는 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵 따 두 번을 치시면 되는 거예요. 그래서 앞에는 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵 따 한 번 더 쿵쿵 따 쿵쿵. 그렇죠.
I
그거예요.
got it.
All right, I think we've did the most we can. You know, if we don't know it now, we'll never know it. We saw a great performance, the beautiful Professor Yu and Mr. Hong performing Love Song. We've heard a lot of examples of what we're learning right now. The first rhythm, which is the Joongjoongmori Jangdan. Up next is what I have been waiting for. It's the first time on our show, so I don't know what to expect, but I see a lot of confidence in Bianca's eyes.
Yes, I think I have it down.
You
so.
do, and this is a competition, love. So you know, focus. And
I'm
ladies
gonna
first.
win.
After
Okay.
Bianca will be Enes. Our two judges, of course, will be Professor Yu and Mr. Hong. Their performance, it's do or die. So be honest after they've both kind of completed their Joongjoongmori Jangdan. Do it twice, if you will, please.
Okay, twice. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. 덩궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁 덩궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁.
What did you guys think? Yeah?
Oh, I'm so sad. You did it.
The tempo, her tempo had me going like this a little bit, but for the first time, I thought you did an awesome job. High five.
Yay!
All right, Enes, roll up the sleeves, and next is you.
Okay, my sleeves are already rolled up. Oh. 덩궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁 덩궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁 따 궁궁.
Oh, wow. I have to
I
say,
want to be a winner so bad. I hit myself so hard again.
I have to say, Professor Yu, I think they were both great, but I think Enes really got the idea of the accent down.
네네.
What did you think?
제 생각에는 정말 우리 NSC는 일단 타고난 그 국악 뼛속까지 혹시 국악인이 아닌가 싶은 생각이 듭니다. 잘 쳤어요 중중머리. 그리고 맨 마지막에 덩궁 따궁궁 따궁궁 따궁궁.
쿵쿵.
그렇죠.
The accent,
이런 느낌
yeah.
우리가 필이라고 장단의 감인데요. 그 감도 굉장히 살려서 쳤기 때문에 저는 NSC한테 한 표.
Thank you very much.
So, Mr. Hong, you tend to vote for the ladies. All you guys are almost Mr. Hong tends to vote for the ladies.
멋있어요.
But what did you think of their two performances?
두 분 다 잘하셨는데요. 저도 그 중중모리 장단을 이렇게 밟고 지나가는 게 있어요. 덩, 따. 근데 그 부분에서 NSC가 잘하신 것 같습니다.
Thank you very
Ah.
much.
그래서
I'm sorry.
And the winner is Enes! Next time, Bianca, that's
Next
okay. You did an
time.
awesome job for the
I got my
first
bruise on
you.
my lap. You didn't.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
bruises. He's
I'll
got
give
the
it to you
bruises to
then.
show for it. All right, you guys, this, the Joongjoongmori Jangdan is just one of two rhythms that we'll be experimenting and practicing and kind of getting warmed up on. I did want to mention one more thing when it comes to this rhythm, because I think it's quite important for all of you serious about really learning traditional Korean rhythm and today's Joongjoongmori Jangdan. Something about the number 3 comes to mind. If you can explain a little bit about the 3 rhythms and the third, like the 박자, and why that's so important in traditional Korean music.
예, 그 3이라는 숫자를 우리 민족이 굉장히 좋아해요. 근데 그것은 이렇게 동양 철학, 동양 사상에 입각해서 또 원인이 다 있거든요. 원래 3이라고 하는 수는 1 더하기 2가 3이 되는 거잖아요. 그래서 1의 상징은 양을 상징하고 2를 상징하는 것은 음입니다. 그래서 1과 2가 합쳐진, 음과 양이 합쳐진 숫자. 그래서 이 3이라는 숫자를 굉장히 좋아해요. 여러분들 뭐 만세삼창, 뭐 가위바위보 할 때도 3번 이렇게 겨루기 하잖아요. 이런 것처럼 우리 생활 속에 그런 의미가 럭키한 수로 3이라는 숫자가 많이 자리 잡고 있어요. 그런 연유에서도 있을 것이지만요. 우리나라 리듬에서도 굉장히 3이라는 박자가 3박자 계통의 음악이 참 많습니다. 앞서 우리가 알아봤던 국거리도 그랬고요. 뭐 잦은 머리도 마찬가지고요. 오늘 배우신 이 중중머리도 마찬가지로 3이 4개가 모여서죠. 하나, 둘, 셋, 둘, 둘, 셋, 셋, 둘, 셋, 넷, 둘, 셋. 그렇죠. 이렇게 가는 리듬 구조로 되어 있습니다. 그래서 우리 민족의 어떤 철학적인, 사상적인 그런 문화 풍토 위에서 만들어진 음악, 장단, 이런 것들이 3이라는 숫자를 굉장히 많이 활용해서 리듬 안에 담고 있습니다.
Enes is from Turkey. Is there something like this
Well, I'm really
culture?
surprised right now because I've been in Korea almost like 10 years,
Yeah.
but I've heard about this number. It's my first time I have heard about it.
Like the lucky number 3.
Right? I'm really kind of shocking now because
you learn
I
something
lived
new
here
every
10
day.
years. It's really strange.
네네.
for me.
사실은 하나 덧붙여서 럭키 넘버라고 생각했을 경우에는요. 이 3이라는 숫자가 또 3번 반복됐을 때 어떤 수가 나오죠, 여러분?
Nine.
Nine.
그렇죠.
Yes,
구가
nine.
그렇죠.
네.
구가 가장 행운의 수예요. 우리나라 말로 그걸 가보라고도 하는데요. 이제 9라는 수가 굉장히 행운의 수.
Oh, it's like a powerful 3,
예,
like
예,
3
그렇죠.
times
예, 예.
3. That is awesome. You guys, if you don't know already, Bianca is from New York. So, from the States, I'm from San Francisco. I know a lot of people in the U.S. like the number 7.
Yeah,
Are you fond of
7.
that? Do you have any thoughts on like lucky numbers?
I have a lucky number, but it's a really unlucky number in Korea. It's the number 4.
Oh no! Put that hand down.
And yeah, it's my lucky number, but in
Well-
Korea it's like the number of death. So
Yeah, it's depressing. But you know, Beyonce and Jay-Z's lucky number is 4.
yeah, and
So
they're
it's
still
okay.
together. So
Yeah. That's interesting. It's crazy. One country's unlucky number is one Bianca's lucky number, and Beyonce and JC. But yeah, for those of you at home who are curious about Korean culture and you came to watch the sensation to learn about Korean music, now you know the lucky number 3 is part of not just Korean rhythm, but also just culture when it comes to my mom when she, you know, plays like games with friends. She always uses the number 3. So
Really?
now you
She
know.
knows something.
Yeah, she knows something. And that woman is quite lucky. All right, guys, we're going to kind of wrap up now the first lesson of Joongjoongmori Jangdan, only because we have now the second rhythm that we have to learn today. And I hear it's more difficult, that it's more fun. And I'm scared, nervous, and excited to learn about it. What's the next rhythm?
네, 두 번째 우리가 알아볼 장단은 언머리라고 하는 장단입니다. 이름에서처럼요, 몰아가는 거죠. 언모리, 몰인데 엇나가게 몰아가는 것이에요. 그래서 우리가 음악을 먼저 들어볼게요, 여러분들. 그래서 언머리의 느낌을 한번 가져보시기 바랍니다.
All right, you guys, what Professor Yu is introducing with this next rhythm called the Utmori Jangdan is that the character ut is to deviate from. So we're going to spice it up just a little bit. And like before we try it on our own, we've got a performance for you. We'll be hearing the Gangwon-do Arirang performed by Lee Kwang-soo. We'll be right back, those of you at home and us here in the studio as well. Enjoy the performance.
아리아리 쓰리쓰리 아라리요 아리아리 고개로 넘어간다 만나보세 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 아주까지 정가로 만나보세 아리아리 쓰리쓰리 아라리요 아리아리 열라는 콩팥을 왜 많이 열고 아주까리 동백은 왜 많이 오나 아리아리 쓰리쓰리 아라리요 아리아리 고개로 넘어간다 뒷동산 까맣같이 까각까 굴고 정든이 보기만 기다린다 아리아리 쓰리쓰리 아라리요 아리아리 고개로 넘어간다 무정한 세월을 오고 가지만 아까운 청춘은 다 늙어간다 아리아리 쓰리쓰리 아라리요 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다 밤꽃 필 적에 만난 자들께 그 감에 다 익어도 소식이 없네 아리아리 쓰리쓰리 아라리요 아리아리 고개로 넘어간다 오늘을 가다가 여기서 놀고 내일은 가다가 저기서 놀고 아리아리 쓰리쓰리
performance of the Gangwon-do Arirang. For those of you just tuning in right now, welcome back. This is The Sensation, where we really take a journey into what is the heartbeat of traditional Korean music, the Jangdan, or the rhythm that is a part of traditional Korean music. And here on the show, I am learning so much today. We just wrapped up one of the rhythms we're looking at, Joongjoongmori Jangdan. With the performance that we just saw, the Gangwon-do Arirang is another kind of rhythm called the Utmori Jangdan. Ut for deviation or slight difference of. You guys saw the performance, and I'm sure it was probably one of the first times seeing that version of Arirang. How did you like it?
It was really fun and new. So it came to me as, I don't know, I saw it as a refreshing way of
Traditional
portraying
Korean
the
music.
traditional music. Yeah.
Here at The Sensation, we really are just like a wealth of culture and traditional Korean music. For me, you know, growing up in the US, doing this show, I can't help but to be impressed by every performance. Enes, you've been here a decade. Was the last performance something still new for you? How did you like it?
Yeah, it is new for me. Actually, when first she said the name of this Jangdan, Onmori, right?
Yep,
I
Utmori.
felt myself like I thought that it's really difficult. Even the name is difficult. I cannot imagine what will we see in the
Yeah.
scene. But after I see this one, I just try to enjoy it. I'm not following anything of it. I just enjoyed that. So
Well, I think that's the way to go. When you watch a performance of professionals that are like just lost in the performance and passionate, just get lost in it with them, enjoy it. And then when the performance is over and you're back in that chair, then we
Right.
can start
So
worrying.
I cannot find myself right now.
Yeah.
I have to try it, but
Yeah.
it's really difficult, you know.
Well, luckily, what's difficult for us is easy for our Professor Yu and Mr. Hong. And it's about time, I think, Professor Yu, that we try this new rhythm.
예, 이 언머리라고 하는 것이 좀 성가신 장단이라고 할 수 있겠어요. 듣기에는 편해요. 지금 여러분들이 우리 정말 이광수 명인의 그 강원도 아리랑처럼 아리아리 스리스리 아라리요 아리아리 어절시고 노다 나가세. 지금 여러분들 이제 어깨도 들썩들썩
Yeah.
하시는데 전혀 어렵게 안 느껴지죠. 근데 이게 장단으로 치면 이제 성가십니다. 이게 하나 둘 셋 하나 둘 셋이 아니라 하나 둘 셋 하나 둘 하나 둘 셋 하나 둘 이렇게 굉장히 어수로 나가요. 세 개 리듬과 두 개 리듬이 합쳐져서 먼저 제가 장구로 쳐드릴게요. 한번 들어보세요. 조금 변형을 넣습니다.
She always
Yeah, I
catches us
felt
at
that
the
one.
end. Always
are
at
you
the
doing
end of
that?
the performance. Okay, that was an example of Utmori Jangdan.
예, 이게 이제 언머리 장단 장구로 들으시면 이렇게 되고요. 또 우리가 이해를 또 편하게 해드리려고 우리 홍동희 선생님께서 피아노로 또 언머리를 치실 거예요. 예.
So once again, what was confusing on the Changu will hopefully be a little more clear and easy to follow on the Western instrument, the piano. Mr. Hong, will you take it away?
유 선생님이 조금 장단을 어렵게 치셨는데요. 전 쉽게 치겠습니다. 예.
Okay, sir. Stop. Okay. Stop.
Sounds nice, but
Tango was better.
Yeah, the Joongjoongmori Jangdan, it was so much easier to kind of accept and what we say in Korean, 소화시켜, with the piano. But this time around, I have to admit, for me personally, the Changu was a lot easier. Still difficult, but the piano was very difficult to kind of understand and catch.
yeah.
이제 언머리에 와서 비로소 이 장구에 진가가 네. 예, 좋습니다. 피아노보다 조금 쉽게 여러분들이 이제 감이 온다고 하시니까
A little
이제 장단 구음으로 한번 가보죠. 언머리 장단은 우리가 구조로 봤을 때는 5박이 2개 해서 10박 장단을 언머리 장단이라고 하는데요. 여러분들은 그런 거는 조금 잊어버리셔도 되고요. 우리가 구음으로 엮어가면 됩니다. 자, 양손을 들으시고요. 무릎 장단과 함께 구음. 덩쿵따 쿵따. 이게 언머리 장단의 기본 뿌리예요. 덩쿵따 쿵따. 또 또 반복하셔요. 덩쿵따 쿵따. 그렇죠. 이렇게 두 번 치시는 게 엄머리 한 장단이 되는 거예요. 덩쿵따 쿵따, 덩쿵따 쿵따, 덩쿵따 쿵따, 덩쿵따 쿵따. 예.
So to explain it, what it pretty much is 5 beats put together to make 10. So 덩, 쿵, 딱, 쿵, 딱, 덩, 쿵, 딱, 쿵, 딱.
제이. 덩쿵따, 1, 2, 3, 쿵따, 1, 2.
Oh,
예.
okay, even better.
예.
덩, 쿵, 딱, 쿵, 딱, 덩, 쿵, 딱, 쿵, 딱.
그렇죠.
Okay.
그러니까 여러분들이 말로 리듬을 배울 때는요. 구음이 이게 어려우면 여러분들 친구야 놀자, 다 같이 놀자, 신나게 놀자, 이리 와 놀자. 뭐 이런
Professor
식으로
Yu.
이런 식으로 하시면 훨씬 더 감이 빨리 옵니다.
Professor Yu, you're a rapper. I did not.
감사합니다.
Talk about learning something new every day. I mean, this is a woman of massive amounts of talent, a lot of patience, as you can see. But I didn't realize you were a rapper. Okay, we've got.
자, 그런
Oh.
느낌이에요. 잃어버리지
Okay.
마시고요. 구음과 함께 하나, 둘, 셋, 시작.
덩쿵따 쿵따 덩쿵따 쿵따 덩쿵따 쿵따
얼씨구 쿵따 쿵따 쿵따
쿵따 쿵따. Beautiful. Oh, that was awesome. You guys really did a great job.
정말 잘하시는
I have
거예요.
one question. I remember that last time we were doing this with boys and girls or women and
yeah.
men,
Yeah.
right? So will it be the first part, 덩궁따, 쿵따, is the women part and the man part? Is
Yeah.
it possible with this 장단 too?
예, 물론입니다. 우리나라 음악에 제가 늘 강조했죠. 우리나라 장단의 가장 중요한 것이 음과 양으로 대조되는 장단의 엮음인데요. 이 엄머리도 음과 양으로 엮어갈 수 있어요. 지금 NSC가 말한 것처럼 덩궁다 궁따 요것 장단에서 짝으로 받을 수 있는 장단이 궁궁따 궁따 이렇게 받으시면 돼요. 덩궁따 궁따 이렇게 NSC가 치시면은 우리 여러분들이
쿵쿵따 쿵따.
그렇죠. 바로 그겁니다.
미안해요,
덩궁따 궁따, 궁궁따
궁궁따.
궁따. 근데 우리가 아까 친구가 영숙이만 있는 게 아니라 철이도 있지 않습니까? 그래서 영숙이가 궁궁따 궁따 받으면 철이는 따따따 궁따 이렇게 받을 수도 있어요. 그래서 NSC가 덩궁따 궁따 하시면 여러분들이 궁궁따 궁따 다시 한번 덩궁따 궁따 하시면 따따따 궁따 그렇죠.
오케이.
그렇게 받으시면 서로 음과 양을 주거니 받거니 매기고
Getting harder.
받고 이렇게 되는 거죠.
Getting a little bit harder. How about we try the two of you to 덩 쿵따 쿵따 and then I forget theirs already. We can try.
쿵따, 쿵따, right?
예.
All right, Professor
Alright,
Yu, will
you
you
guys
be
remember
accompanying?
it?
All right, here we go. You guys, good luck.
자, 하나, 둘, 셋, 시작.
덩궁따, 쿵따,
And
궁궁따 궁따.
awesome.
덩궁따, 쿵따,
궁궁따 궁따.
덩궁따,
And
쿵따.
last,
궁궁따 궁따. 그렇죠.
they
자.
kicked our butts.
네.
This audience is like the best audience we've had here on the Sensation so far. You guys are catching on so quick. We got to give them something else.
예, 오늘 정말 대단한 수준인데요. 수준에 맞게 하나 더 나가겠습니다.
Yeah, we need to
자,
challenge them a little
예,
bit more.
궁궁따 궁따의 짝을 또 이루는 장단인데요. 따따따 궁따 해보실까요?
오.
시작. 따따따 궁따. 다시 한번요. 시작. 따따따 궁따. 그렇죠.
Okay, we just kind of rushed over this, but you guys are so quick today. I think we can do the give and take, yin and yang, without any more practice. You guys confident? I think you are. Here we go. One more time, Professor Yu. I'm feeling
자,
good.
우리 관객 여러분들 궁궁따 우리도 다 같이 연습하죠.
Yeah.
궁궁따 궁따 따따따 궁따 짝으로 해요.
오.
준비.
오케이.
시작. 궁궁따 궁따 따따따 궁따 궁궁따 궁따 따따따 궁따 궁궁따 궁따.
This is, I am just full of excitement and energy with all the, not just participation, because we've always had participation in our audience, but the way you guys have mastered, I am serious, mastered the rhythm. It's impressive. I feel very small in front of you guys at this point. So how about, since we've done such a great job as amateurs to kind of develop our traditional Korean rhythm skills, it's time now, I think, that Professor Yu and Mr. Hong take it away because they are the professionals and more than doing, I think we can listen and learn a lot from it. So, Professor Yu, if you're ready, I'd love to hear a performance from the two of you. Yeah, I think that's an okay. All right, big round of applause for Professor Yu and Mr. Hong. I thought our performance of the kungtak kungtak was awesome, but this takes it away. It's like a call to arms. Something about the rhythm. It gets you kind of pumped and hyped, does it not? Is it just me? I want to go outside and like run in the streets.
I'm so high now.
Yeah, you know, it makes you feel really good. So what you guys just performed for us, because us doing the kungtak kungtak, I honestly got so overwhelmed in your performance. I couldn't tell if it was the Utmori Jangdan, the Joongjoongmori Jangdan, or a combination. What did you just play right
네,
now?
이 지금 친 장단이 아주 그 언모리 장단의 변형들을 쳤기 때문에 여러분들이 조금 헷갈리시는데요.
오케이.
예, 아주 지극히 언머리는 사실은 여러분들하고는 간단하게 공부했지만 굉장히 화려한 장단이에요.
Oh my God!
네, 지금 이것이 언머리로 계속 가는.
I'm getting goosebumps. I have goosebumps.
그러세요?
I have goosebumps.
하지만 아주 여러분하고 함께한 시간은 기본 형태만 공부한 거고요. 이렇게 원래 리듬은 굉장히 다이나믹합니다.
Okay, well, thank you for just giving us the fundamentals, the kibon, because that right there was just awesome. Thank you guys again so much. Thank you so much. But for Bianca, it was your first time here. Did you enjoy the show? I hope it was not just educational, but something to really kind of up the passion level.
Yeah, well, I not only learned a little bit, which I'm probably going to forget when I go home, but I enjoyed the show so
Yeah,
much
the
because
performance.
I've never seen a piano and the jangu being played together, but the harmony together is so nice that it just fits so well together, so I really enjoyed it.
It really is easy on the ears.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother. And considering there's such different origins of
And they
instruments.
look so different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so different. You mentioned that you're going to go home and probably forget what you learned today.
Yes.
We'll invite you back, Bianca. We'll invite you back
Oh,
so
okay.
that
You better don't
Refresh
forget
my
it.
get it
memory.
great. Yeah, for
Okay.
definitely. And thank you for coming back. How was today
Thank you for
you?
inviting me back.
Thank you for coming. Was it different from the last time? Do you feel a little more comfortable with?
Well, actually, last time I was like, I'm just learning in it. Now I feel like I'm really in it.
Uh-oh.
Like between Turkey and Korea, everybody knows that we have really good relationship.
Yeah.
Like 형제 나라, which means sister country, right? So right now I feel like I'm learning about my 형제, my brother or my sister a lot,
Like a
and I'm starting to
long-lost
love
brother.
it more.
Oh,
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
I love that. Well, it is definitely an honor for me, not just to be on the stage and introduce traditional Korean music to you at home. We have a lot of viewers and even those of you in the audience who are foreign to traditional culture, Korean culture, and my passion, which is music. But, you know, to be able to get close to you guys, you know, and to our professors, and to really kind of get my feet wet you know, and try it out and be challenged, I think is a beautiful thing. So I want to thank you guys again for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Professor, you are awesome. Your patience is godly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
감사합니다.
Mr. Hong, once again, the pleasure was mine. Thank you so
감사합니다.
much. All right, up next, for our last performance of the show here on The Sensation, we have our very own Mr. Hong. He will be performing with Kim Yuna on the stage here. Like I mentioned, we did two different rhythms, the Joongjoongmori and the Utmori. So on the stage, Kim Yuna and Hong Dong-gi. On stage they hear Kim Young-jae's Joongjoongmori and Utmori. I hope you guys will enjoy it, and I hope you will return for us here on The Sensation. I am your host, Jay, and it has been my honor. Thank you so much.
Before this, I didn't really thought that I could be able to, you know, keep the rhythms of Korean music. But today, after I've done it, I was like, wow, I'm good at this. I can actually do this, right?
Every time you hear traditional word, it will be another boring stuff. But when I was coming here, everything was new. It was really interesting. Like, it opened my eyes about a new thing that I have never seen before.